the day I was born, something big happened in the Imperial Palace, over 100 miles away.
Your Majesty.
What's wrong with my son?
Your Majesty, the Crown Prince, succumbed to illness. He got a sudden attack of abdominal pain and vomited. Before I could diagnose His Highness, his whole body convulsed and became cold all over. Your Majesty, I couldn't save the Crown Prince.
Before that, Emperor Zhenzong has lost 4 sons. It's the same case this time. They all died of an unknown illness.
My apology, Your Majesty.
Save that. I only want my son back. Bring him back to life!
Please, Your Majesty.
Tell me, what the hell killed my son?
I don't know the cause of death, Your Majesty.
Shoot Huaiding. Get him!
Your Majesty, I really have no idea, Your Majesty. Your Majesty, I'm just telling the truth.
Chia. My son.
Confess it or not?
Brother, they are still not confessing. Do they know it or not? What do you say?
Well, only heaven knows.
Have you checked the Crown Prince's dietary and the food he had eaten?
Dali Temple, Ministry of Justice, and Kaifeng Prefecture checked. All had been tested for poison before His Highness ate.
What about those who served him?
They were tortured, but no one confessed.
Your Majesty, from the result of the joint investigation, the Crown Prince should have died of illness, not murder.
What disease could be so acute? His Majesty has lost 5 sons, him included. Did they all die of illness?
My mother had me when she was 50, and my father was 60. That was a weird night. With a clear moon and stars, yet it was raining.
Master, Master, the baby is born. Master, the baby is born. Please have a look.
Father.
Master!
Father.
Master, are you okay?
My mother never woke up. After giving birth to me, I was born different. So my father abandoned me. But a tiger saved me.
Done?
Yes.
Bury him deep. Lest some wild dog dig him out.
Yeah, buried deep.
Why hasn't your brother come back?
Father, I'm back.
Okay.
Is the baby born?
Yes, but he's dead.
What?
Why?
Father, I was in a hurry and took a shortcut to the woods. Look what I've got. Here. Father.
You...
Father!
Brother, are you really going to keep him? Brother! To tell you the truth, I was not happy when Mother was pregnant. She's not young. We haven't had babies. Yet they gave us a little brother. You know, neither of us could inherit much money. Now we have to share. I knew.
What you'd been thinking about.
Brother, let's make it clear. You can keep him. If your wife says no, don't come back to me. Brother, even a tiger didn't eat him. Why do you want to keep him?
Get lost!
Fine.
I almost shot you. There are so many sparrows in this yard spoiling the grain. I have to give them a lesson. What are you doing standing there? Come on in. Is the baby born?
Yes.
A girl.
No.
A boy again? All right, you watch the shop. I'll look after Mother. Huh? What's in the basket?
My little brother.
What?
My brother.
Your brother? Why does he look like this?
I don't know.
Why did you bring him back?
My mother is still in a coma after losing too much blood. My father saw him as a monster. Bao Hai almost buried him alive.
Your father and brother didn't want him, so you brought him back.
He's my biological brother. How can we abandon him?
It's such a big deal. Why didn't you talk to me?
I'm talking it over with you now.
Come on, he's already here. No way. I haven't had a baby yet. How can I raise my brother-in-law? What the hell is this? Moreover, he looks like this. Maybe someone will think of him as a...
Brother. I don't know what to do now.
Bao Zheng! Bao Zheng! Bao Zheng!
My sister-in-law took me in. I've never seen my mother. My sister-in-law was the first woman I saw in this world. So for the rest of my life, she is my mother.
Sunny. Sunny. Tell me, how many sheep are there?
2,
What about lambs?
4,
How many in total?
8,
No.
5.
Sanhei is 8 now. Why can't he count? Anything wrong with his brain? Sunhei, from now on, you don't have to count. Just remember those with red ears are all ours. Don't herd other people's sheep back.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus 2 equals 8.
Sanhei! 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 Sanhei!
I accidentally dropped something into the well. Do something to get it out for me, okay? Here, this well. I couldn't see it. Help me look for it, okay? Good.
Before his death, Father divided the property into 3 parts for me and my 2 brothers. To get a larger share, my second sister-in-law pushed me into the well.
Sunhei?
It's coming out. My lady, push harder. Harder. My lady, try harder.
It's the decree of heaven. Feel free to tell me. Just tell me the truth.
Your Majesty, lunar eclipse is a bad omen. I'm afraid it's bad for the prince.
My lady, the Imperial astronomer was beheaded.
For what?
Because he said something unfavorable.
Has that bitch delivered yet?
My lady, His Majesty sent Mr. Chen there. I couldn't get close.
Come on, try harder.
My lady.
It's almost out!
Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Congratulations, Your Majesty.
Do as I told you.
Please rest assured, Your Majesty.
I'm on it.
Hold on. Any access permit?
Mr. Chen is leaving the palace as decreed.
What's in that box?
Birthday fruits for the 8th Lord granted by His Majesty.
Mr. Chen. Mr. Chen, what are you going to do at this late hour?
My lord, Mr. Chen's going out of the palace.
Mr. Chen, please.
Wet nurse.
Your Majesty, I've had everything done.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty.
Congratulations, Your Majesty.
Congratulations, Your Majesty.
Congratulations, Your Majesty.
Why are you upset, Your Majesty? What about Sister Lee's baby? Is it a prince or princess?
Yeah, prince or princess?
Yeah, prince or princess.
Go have a look.
Let's go have a look.
Let's go have a look. It scared me.
What's that?
Are you here to congratulate me on having a monster?
Forgive us, Your Majesty.
Please spare us, Your Majesty.
Please spare us.
Where did he go?
Who knows? Greetings, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, it's all settled. Please rest assured. Today, the Eighth Lord will send the Crown Prince to a commoner's home in secret.
Shu Weiden, has Chen made it all clear to you?
Yes, Your Majesty. All clear.
Shu Weiden, do you know how important this task is? He may be my sole heir for the rest of my life. Now you will protect him. The future of the Song Dynasty is on you.
Rest assured, Your Majesty. From now on, I will never leave the Crown Prince.
Your Majesty, please give the Crown Prince a name.
My daughter is hungry.
Hold my child.
He has had enough. My daughter has to be fed.
My child is crying.
I quit! Find someone else to do this!
You want to die?
Whatever, I quit. Give my girl back!
If you dare get off, I will kill her.
Calm down. They're both your kids. You're quarreling. But don't get the kids involved.
I listened to you. Give me my girl.
Feed him.
You treasure. Your child. What about my girl? She's also the apple of my eye.
Keep going.
Wait. Man, what's that about?
Don't ask. Move.
No, no way. I've found you too weird since we left His Highness's mansion. So you're not a couple. If the child was stolen, I would be an accomplice.
Lady Liu has arrived.
My lady, what brought you here?
I heard your wife is in labor today. I want to see the baby. What? Am I too early?
My lady, you're a little early. The midwife is delivering the baby.
It just so happens that I want to share some good news with you. Leave us.
Yes, my lady.
Brother, last night...
I knew that. My lady, it's not time to celebrate.
Why?
I sent someone to get the midwife this morning. My man in the palace said, after delivering that monster last night, the midwife and 2 maids disappeared with no trace. Besides, Xiao Huaimin told me Chen Lin, His Majesty's trusted eunuch, went out with a hamper last night, saying he was decreed by His Majesty to send birthday fruits to the 8th Lord. He went out at midnight. It was so late, His Majesty was awake. But what about Duke Baxian?
What do you mean by that?
Have you ever seen a woman give birth to a monster? It's not that simple. I got news that Zhou Huiren, His Majesty's Imperial Guard, disappeared mysteriously yesterday. He was also involved in this.
What do you mean?
My lord, The baby is delivered! Delivered! Congratulations, my lord, it's a boy.
Thank God for giving me a son at my middle age. I'll go see my wife.
It's not done yet.
What?
They said. One was delivered, but there's one more.
One more? My lady, you came here today and really brought me great surprise. I have to see my wife. Excuse me.
Congrats.
I survived again. Last time it was a tiger that saved me. And this time, a few sheep. Sister-in-law told me. The sheep led them to the well. And they found me.
Sis-in-law! Sis-in-law!
What's up? Sunhei, you're awake.
Sis-in-law, 6 sheep.
What?
2 big ones and 4 small ones. 6 in total.
Sunny, I asked you to shoot the sparrows. Why are they getting more aggressive? So much grain has been spoiled. Listen to me. You can't shoot with both eyes open. Close one eye. Have a try. One eye closed. One eye open. One eye closed. Why can't you have one eye closed? Let me show you. Look. Have one eye closed. Got it? Buy some meat for me. I'll cook you red braised pork. Wait. 10 coppers for 1 pound. Don't go to your second brother's booth. Their scale is rigged.
Sugar-coated haws.
Fresh pork. Fresh pork.
Sunhei, where are you going?
Buy some pork for sis-in-law.
How much do you want?
I can't buy from you.
Why?
Rigged scale.
You brat.
Bad boy! How could my sis-in-law say that? Yeah.
Blockhead.
Forget it.
Brother, I'll buy yours.
Good boy. My heart isn't so greedy and dark. Plus, how could I be darker than you?
How much do you want?
1 pound.
10 coppers.
I want both lean cuts and fatty cuts, okay?
Well.
Okay.
Half and half, 1 pound in total.
6 coppers for a pound of lean cuts. 4 for fatty cuts. Here you are.
So, 3 for half a pound of lean cuts and 2 for fatty cuts. 5 coppers in total, right?
This fool. Since when can you do the math?
She is asking you, when did you learn this?
Something went wrong with Sanhei. We didn't notice.
What? What's wrong?
He can't.
What?
He can't have one eye closed.
You scared me, that's it? It's not a big deal, okay?
Of course it is!
Sis-in-law, here you are. Lean and fatty cuts, half a pound each.
Didn't I tell you to buy 1 pound?
Yes.
Why do you still have 5 coppers? Sanhei, tell me, where did you buy it?
My second brother's booth.
What?
Your second brother?
It never happens.
Sunhei. Come out!
Sanhei, you brat. How dare you fool me? Give me that 5 coppers.
6 for 1 pound of lean cuts, 3 for a half. 4 for 1 pound of fatty cuts, 2 for a half. So, 5 coppers in total, isn't it?
It's 10 coppers for 1 pound of meat. Where's the other 5?
How do I know?
You!
Sis-in-law, brother, how could you do this? It said you do honest business. How could you abet this fool to trick me?
Sister, let's talk about that 5 coppers later. You said I abetted Sanhei? I can't accept it.
You didn't teach him? Do you think I'm a fool?
You are.
You're a fool.
You pushed him down the well to get his share. Surely he would hold grudges.
Come on! Let's go fly a kite! Brother! Slow down. Wait for me! Hurry up! Wait for me! Brother, just slow down. Wait for me! Slow down. Wait! What's wrong? Where's the kite?
It fell into the courthouse, dark monster. Why don't you go get the kite? Dare you go inside? If you dare sit in the armchair in the hall, we will never call you monster.
Since Sanhei was saved from the well, he has become smart. It's a blessing.
You read my mind.
We can't let him herd sheep anymore. Find him a teacher. Let him study. In this way, he can help you with work.
But those kids in private school see him as a monster. He won't go.
It's not up to him. It's for his own good.
Today, the prefect asked to see me.
The prefect? What did you do?
No, it was Sanhei. He sneaked into the lobby of the courthouse and sat in the prefect's armchair.
What?
Relax. Luckily, the prefect didn't mind that. He just told me to school Sanhei, don't worry. The prefect knew that we run a grain shop. He wanted to borrow some grain from us.
Borrow grain? He was hard up for food?
No, it's the National Treasury. There was a shortfall in Lushou's grain depot. His Majesty sent someone to inspect, but the prefect failed his duty. So he wanted to borrow 59 to 200 kilos of grain from us. When the commissioner leaves, he'll give it back.
You said yes?
The prefect asked, can we refuse? Got you. You're dead meat this time. I'm gonna stew you. To nourish my wife.
Open the door.
Open the door!
No grain sold.
Open the door.
Open the door now.
Didn't you see the notice?
Open the door.
Be quick.
Go ahead.
All right, enough.
Open the door.
What can I do for you, sir?
You're the shop owner.
Yes.
Get it.
Yes. Come.
What did I do? Let me go.
Go!
What did I do?
Why are you arresting him?
Let me go.
Wait a moment, wait! You've got it wrong. You must have got it wrong. We lent 59,200 kilos of grain to the prefect yesterday.
We'll know if he's wronged in the courthouse.
Don't worry. They must have got it wrong. The prefect will do justice. Don't worry.
Monster! Dark Monster! Your brother got caught with a big rooster!
Advisor, the rice I lent was newly harvested. How could it become musty rice that was stocked for years? I'm wronged.
Bring the rice here. Show him.
This isn't my rice. I lent you the newly harvested rice.
You mean I've wronged you? Before we bought rice from you, there was no grain in our granary.
Bought? You told me you got a shortfall and borrowed grain from me. When did you buy it from me?
That's ridiculous. How could the prefect borrow grain from a plain folk like you? How ridiculous.
Let me out. My wife is going to be in labor. Please let me out. You wronged me. I'm wronged. I'm wronged.
My lord, that shop owner is shouting in the prison.
Let him be. He will stop it when he loses his voice.
My lord, the Imperial Commissioner will arrive soon. By then, if he has an inkling of this, you'd have to spend a hefty sum to bribe him. It won't be worth it.
Then destroy all traces.
Dark Monster! Your sis-in-law is in labor. She wants to see you.
Try harder, harder. Come on. It's coming out. Try harder. Breathe.
Sanhei, go to the courthouse now. Get your brother.
What are you doing here?
I came to see my brother. My sis-in-law is in labor. She wants my brother back.
I'm afraid he can't go back. Good you're here. Take this rooster back.
Why can't my brother come back?
That prisoner's van, see? If you catch up with it, you'll know why. Now go, or it would be too late.
Sis-in-law, I want to go to school. I want to get an official rank.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Your Highness.
Any news?
Yes. Your Majesty, Shilai is back. He said Zhou Huairen has arrived safely with the Crown Prince. Please rest assured.
Chendi, I will entertain all the officials. Go take care. There are fine wine and delicacies, with stunning beauties dancing. Why aren't you enjoying yourselves? Yet staring at me. Wang Yanling, tell me.
Your Majesty,
I'm wondering
why Your Majesty would hold this banquet.
Chang Delin, how about you?
Your Majesty, Lord Wang just spoke my mind.
You two are thinking the same thing. That's once in a blue moon. All ministers, are you thinking the same thing as the two of them?
Yes,
Your Majesty.
All my ministers are thinking the same thing. That has never happened before. Am I right, eighth brother?
Congratulations, Your Majesty.
All right. Since you all want to know, then let me tell you. I have a son. What's wrong? Don't you feel joyful? So you knew that I had a monster days ago. But there is one thing you don't know. Let me tell you now. Chendi, bring my son here. Listen, how loud he's crying. I love it. Better than anything. You've all been blinded. When my son was born, there was an ill omen. I have lost 5 sons. I have to keep him alive. So I used a skinned cat to counter the omen. And I sent him to stay at my 8th brother's mansion until a good omen shows up. Today, I've got my son back. There is a successor for our Song dynasty. Isn't it good news?
Congratulations, Your Majesty.
Long live Your Majesty.
Long live our Song dynasty.
Congratulations, Your Majesty.
Wait. Who the hell are you?
His Majesty is here.
Your Majesty.
I haven't heard you play in a long time.
What song do you want to hear? I will play for Your Majesty.
I was listening. Outside. You're not as good as you were. Why is that?
I'm afraid your majesty is tired of my playing.
No. It's because your playing is no longer pure. There's anger and resentment. Am I right?
I don't think so.
I want you to tell me the truth.
Your Majesty, indeed there is resentment in my heart. I resent myself for being incapable of helping your Majesty with your problems, or being unable to have your child for you. I am also jealous that my maid has better luck than me, for giving birth to a crown prince by only serving your Majesty once. I am even more jealous of my sister-in-law who raised 2 sons for my brother.
Zhang Delin is discreetly going against me in every way. I have a son, then he must have 2.
Your Majesty, I want to serve you. I want to help continue the imperial family.
I am old. I don't have what it takes.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty.
Open the door. What's going on?
The babies are hungry.
Then feed them.
There's no milk.
How dare you take this job without breast milk? You're asking for your death.
Who said so? I fed them yesterday.
How's the situation, sir?
Touch.
Touch. Touch what?
Breasts.
You can't touch them.
How can he know what's wrong then? Sit down. Go ahead.
You touch them.
Me?
She's your woman.
I don't know how.
I'll teach you. Come on, put your hands on there. Feel them. Hands on. What do you feel?
I don't feel anything.
Harder.
I feel it.
What is it?
There are hard lumps.
Is there distending pain?
They're swollen and painful.
Have you been tired recently?
No. She wasn't allowed to do any work, except for feeding the children.
Yes, I was on a bumpy wagon all day.
Have you been frightened recently?
More than being frightened.
Shut up.
Nodules, obstruction, breasts engorgement.
Doctor, what do you mean?
Breasts engorged and milk blocked. In addition to being tired and frightened, these are taboos for women who just gave birth.
Doctor, can it be cured?
Unclog.
Unclog? Then could you please unclog it quickly?
Nonsense. You're the one to unclog it.
Me? How am I supposed to unclog it?
Press, rub. Squeeze and suck.
I can't.
You can't? Then how do you have 2 children? Even a fool knows how. Why is your hand still on there?
Doctor, Doctor. Doctor. Get undressed.
My man will kill you.
Your man? Where is he?
He's guarding the borders. He leads dozens of men.
Before we leave here, I am your man.
When my man comes back, I'm going to ask him to kill you.
Undress.
After my brother died, I read books while shepherding. One day, on my way to shepherding, I met two women who later became important in my life. One of them is Yuru, the other one is Duanwu.
Why don't you come back with me? My father is an official. Let him help you find it.
Don't go with her. Her father's a bad guy.
Fine. All officials are not good.
What are you doing?
You two take your time here. If you can't find it, you can take her back to be your wife. An idiot. And a fool. What a good match. Help me!
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Dad! Dad!
Yeah.
Dad! Dad!
Yeah.
Dad! Dad! Dad!
Why are you two over there?
Dad!
I was scared to death.
Dad! We tricked you.
Wait a minute.
Dinner time.
Dad, do you smell it?
Yes, I do.
Come on.
Mom, I'm hungry.
All right, here. Come sit down and eat. Go ahead.
Yeah. Wait.
Dad, why is it always Qingyu? Who eats first?
I'm the older sister. Of course I should eat first.
Does it taste good, Qingyu?
Yummy! Mom, you can eat too.
Here. Yeah. Have some more.
Here, have some more.
Here.
Eight.
It's my turn. It's my turn.
Fine, fine. You go first.
Mom, why does Dad always sit outside at night? And even when it rains, he doesn't come back.
I don't know either. Go ask your father.
I know. Dad is afraid of bad people coming in. So he is guarding the yard for us.
That's not right. Why don't other dads sit outside?
Others have dogs to guard the yard.
Then we should ask Dad to keep a dog, so he can come inside.
No dog is as good as Dad.
Qingyu, don't talk nonsense.
Mom, is my dad good at Kung Fu?
I don't know.
Mom, I want to learn Kung Fu too. Can you let Dad teach me?
Girls don't need to learn Kung Fu. You need to learn needlework with me.
Sister, I'll ask him for you. Dad listens to me.
Great, let's ask Dad to teach us together.
I don't like Kung Fu. I want to study. Dad said he'll take me to see the best teacher tomorrow.
Sir. Sir, I brought the student here. Yeah. Greet your teacher.
He's not a teacher.
Yeah. Don't say that.
Why do you say I'm not a teacher?
You don't look like one.
Then what should I look like? To be a teacher?
Do you have any books at home?
No, I don't.
Then why do you say you are a teacher?
Jower. Jower.
Ah! I'm on my way, Grandpa. What's wrong, Grandpa?
This young man said, we don't have books at home. Where are our books?
In our heads. The books in our house are all in my grandpa's head. I have some in my head, too. You don't believe me? I'll read them to you. Hill upon hill, rill upon rill. They stretch as far as sky and misty water spread. My longing lasts till maple leaves grow red. Now chrysanthemums blow. Now chrysanthemums go. You're not back with high-flying wild geese. Only the screen waves in the moonlit breeze with ease. Is it nice?
Yes.
Did you understand?
No.
I'll explain it to you later.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you like the teacher?
I like Jower.
That teacher is extraordinary. His father, even more so. He taught a Southern Tang emperor. The last emperor of the Southern Tang dynasty. Then the Southern Tang Empire fought with us and surrendered after being defeated by our first emperor. So the Southern Tang dynasty was gone. And then they came here. Think about it. There are so many books, and they are all in his head.
Jower also has books in her head. I want Jower to be my teacher.
How many books can she hold in her head? She's younger than you. How can the teacher be younger than the student? I haven't heard of any lady teachers that exist. You should study hard. Read a lot of books with your teacher.
Your Majesty, the Crown Prince is safe in the countryside and is now as tall as my chest. Guard Zhu has found a private school teacher for him.
What else? Tell me more.
Hey! Hey! Pass it to me.
Yer, slow down. Careful not to fall.
Mother, come and join me.
I can no longer run.
Huh? Pass it to me.
That's a perfect pass.
Well done.
Hey! Sister Young, I'm here to see Year. My family came here yesterday and gave me some freshly picked fruits. Let Year have a taste. Thank you.
Hey!
Good play.
Here, come over here. Come and thank Lady Yang.
Thank you, Lady Yang.
Look at you. You're covered in sweat. Don't catch a cold. Go and play. heir is old enough to study? Why haven't they found him a teacher?
I don't know either. I asked Mr. Chen to tell His Majesty many times. Mr. Chen said not to rush.
Does His Majesty come visit Yer often?
He is too busy, but Mr. Chen often visits. Sister, please have a seat inside. I will make you tea.
That's okay. I'm giving some fruits to Lady De... I'll get going.
My lady, Lady Yang is here.
Sister.
I haven't seen you in a long time. I wonder what you're busy with being indoors all day. I brought some fruits. For you to try.
Thank you, sister. Here, please have a seat.
No wonder why I don't hear you play music anymore. It turns out that you're busy studying.
His Majesty doesn't like my music anymore. I have nothing to do but to read books to pass time. Unlike you, I'm not good at embroidery or painting.
I was just talking about Yer's education. Why? Don't you teach Yer?
You've seen Yer?
Yes. I gave him some fruits too. I wonder why His Majesty hasn't found Yer a teacher. He should have started studying.
For something so important, you should go ask His Majesty.
Sister, don't you think it's strange? I took a careful look just now. Yer looks neither like the Emperor, nor like his mother. Have you noticed? His Majesty doesn't seem to be close with his son at all.
It doesn't matter. If they are not alike or close, he is the only prince.
You are right.
May the Buddha bless us.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. May the Buddha bless us. Your Majesty.
Here. Have a seat and rest. You pray to the Buddha every day. This room is filled with incense smoke. It's almost like a temple here. Tell me, what is it that you ask from the Buddha? I'll say it for you. You're praying to the Buddha for another son. Am I right? If you want another son, it's no good just to ask the Buddha. You have to also ask me. If you don't sleep with me, how can the Buddha put a son in you?
I worship the Buddha for his blessing, so that our children can be safe in heaven.
You're missing our sons again?
I think about them every single minute.
I miss them too. Especially Kia. I loved him so much. Let's not think about the sad things. I won't leave tonight. I'll stay here. We can have another son.
Your Majesty, the other sisters are waiting for you. Don't let them down.
You're sending me away again. Do you know how long it's been since you last served me? Ever since Kia was gone, you haven't served me.
Your Majesty, I've been feeling unwell.
You still have to serve me. I'm staying here tonight.
Your Majesty, I can't serve you.
Extra days round out the years. Scale in tune with sun and spheres. Clouds soar up to end in rain. Presiding at court and asking the way. Gracious yet lordly, discuss and decide. With love to talk the dark and soiled. In submission, wild tribes. Joer, you're younger than me. But you have so much knowledge in your head. Who taught you all that? My grandpa?
I've heard your great-grandfather once taught an emperor to read.
Yes. But he wasn't a good teacher.
Why?
Grandpa told me that his father's student was only good at writing essays, but not being a good person, let alone being an emperor. He ruined the Southern Tang dynasty. Really? What about your grandpa? What kind of teacher is he? A good one. He burned all his father's books. And he said to me, teach your students to be human and then teach them knowledge?
After long years of hard study, it was time for the Imperial examination. I passed the entry-level exam, and then ranked first in the provincial one. My teacher was so glad to know it. After a lifetime's work, his efforts paid off.
Uncle, don't move.
Mianer.
Stop talking. There's a bird on the sack?
Are you able to hear it?
I don't know.
You have to keep one eye open and one closed. Wait.
The bird is gone.
You can't do it. Your mom can...
Bao Mian.
Auntie.
Brother Sunhei. Brother Sunhei. Mr. Ning is here. He wants you back home now.
Duanwu, put it down. Put it down now.
I can carry it.
Her name is Duanwu. She is the girl who was abandoned by her family. My sister-in-law adopted her, so we became family. She is a good helper to my sister-in-law, assisting her in taking care of the family. And raising two men, me and Mianer.
Hooing millet in midday heat.
Hooing millet in midday heat.
Sweat dripping to the earth beneath.
Sweat dripping to the earth beneath.
Who knows at the meals in our plates?
Who knows at the meals in our plates?
Every morsel of them comes with toil and pain.
Every morsel of them comes with toil and pain. Dad, what are you doing?
Let me ask you, are you teaching or farming?
I am teaching my students while growing crops. 2 birds, 1 stone.
I'm telling you, we paid you to study knowledge, not to work for you.
Then you're the one who taught Year the poem he just recited?
Learn how to become a man before you learn to study. Only a good man can be a good scholar. My grandpa said that to be a man, one must learn to work hard. Only by working hard can one rise above the ordinary.
Well, what kind of reasoning is that?
Let's go.
I'm telling you, we're not learning from you.
Whatever you want.
Come on, Year. We won't learn from him.
No, I want to learn.
Year, listen to me.
No, I won't.
Autumn's harvest,
winter's store.
Extra days round out the years. Scale in tune with sun and spheres. My house is this way. I'll leave you here. Goodbye.
Let us walk you back.
No, I can go home myself. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Year, let's go home.
Dad, I like Joer. When I grow up, I'm going to marry her.
But you said you'll marry me when you grow up.
Dad, can I have 2 wives?
When you grow up, as long as you want, You can marry many as you want.
Dad, what about me?
You're a girl. Don't talk nonsense.
Dad, I'm hungry. I wonder if Mom has dinner ready.
I can already smell it.
Mom! Mom, we're back! Mom!
What's wrong, Dad? Mom!
Mom!
Who are you?
He's my man.
Nothing's changed. This is still my wife's cooking. Do you know how long I've searched? How many places have I looked?
How did you find us?
I'm like a dog these years. I tramped over hill and dale, searching every street and corner. Heaven rewards the faithful. I finally found you. I was risking my life in the frontiers. And this witch is having an affair with you behind my back. I've been thinking all these years, how am I going to kill you? To relieve my anger? I thought about 100 ways, but none of them are good enough. You give me an idea.
You've got it wrong. Your woman is innocent.
This morning, Lady Yang and Lady Liu both gave Lady Li soup they made themselves. Maid Laba tried both for poison. Nothing was found.
That's weird. This fake son is living a peaceful life. Could I be over-suspicious?
Brother, whoever murdered the princes must be very meticulous. You can't easily find them out.
Then how long will it take until they also murder me and take over my empire? You have no idea how scared I've been all these years. I've been losing my appetite and staying awake all night. The Imperial Court is crisis-ridden, and women in the harem are secretly competing. Other than the two of you, I don't know who else I can trust. 5 of my sons died. The only one alive, whom I have never even met, has to hide in the countryside and live a hard life. But the fake one can call me father every day, and I have to allow it. When will I be free from such suffering?
Brother, I have an idea. Put the word out that your majesty is going to crown an empress.
I'm gonna kill you today.
Mom! Mom!
Where do you think you're going? Get back inside.
Mom!
Get back here.
Mom!
Get back inside. Go back to the bedstove.
Mom! Mom!
Get back to the bedstove.
Mom! Let go of my mother!
Get back, go.
Let go of my mother!
You adulterous couple. And to claim you're innocent.
Let her go. I won't kill you. Let her go.
Give me that little bastard in exchange.
How on earth did you find us? Who else knows where we are?
Kill him, and I'll tell you.
Let go of my mother!
Stay put.
Don't touch him. All these years, I almost forgot. I had a husband.
All my ministers, for today's court meeting, I have something to discuss with you. The Empress passed away years ago, and the central palace has also been empty. I have been tormented by this for a long time. A country cannot be without an emperor for a day. Neither can it be without an empress for long. The country is being disrupted by natural disasters, and people are suffering. I need an empress to be the motherly model. Currently in the harem, Lady Yang, Lady Shen, and Lady Liu are all my favorite, my heart and soul. But the central palace can only have one master. This is a hard decision for me. I pondered about it, but couldn't come up with a good solution. You all can give me some advice. Wang Yanling.
Your Majesty, Lady Yang is the granddaughter of the former Prime Minister. She's elegant and from a noble family. She can carry the responsibility of being the motherly model.
Zhang Delin, what do you think?
Your Majesty, I think the urgent matter now is to crown the prince.
I'm asking you about crowning an empress.
Crowning an empress can stabilize the country, but appointing a crown prince is what's fundamental. Your Majesty's 5 sons passed away. Nobles and commoners have been concerned. Now the 6th prince is old enough. The sooner he is crowned, the sooner can people stop worrying.
I said to crown an empress, but he suggests to crown the prince. Zhang Delin, what's his intention?
To kill 2 birds with 1 stone. He doesn't want you to crown an empress now. And he wants to know if the prince is real.
But why doesn't he want me to crown an empress now?
The one he wants to be crowned has no chance.
Do you mean Liu Wei? So did he find out about the fake prince?
The matter is extremely confidential. Only the few of us know. It's not possibly leaked. Zhang Delin is suspicious by nature, so he doubts everything. I believe he was trying to test if the prince is real.
It's horrible to keep such a person around. I have to get rid of him.
Brother, Zhang Delin is the Privy Council chief executive with strong troops in hand. With half of Song's army in his control, there might be trouble. If we act with undue haste...
How can we let this danger threaten me all the time?
Let's keep him away from the court and send his troops to the borders, then slowly weaken his strength.
A breeze on the waves. You return on the pleasant boat in moonlight. Slowly sobering. I stand alone against the balustrade. Do you still remember?
Yes. It was the year when you led the army to the frontiers.
The night before you left.
I read this poem for your majesty.
Yes. Right here, too. Just the two of us. You were in my arms. At that time, the late Empress was always jealous of you. We've agreed then that whenever we're alone, we're just an ordinary couple. I'm not the Emperor, and you're not my concubine. You've changed. Our children have left us. You became a stranger too. You blame me for not protecting our children.
I have never blamed your majesty. I blame myself.
Don't call me your majesty. I want to crown an empress. I will make you the empress.
Your majesty, I'm incompetent and unvirtuous. I don't deserve it.
Among all in the harem, you're the only one worthy of the role.
I've told your majesty many times. I don't want it.
Why do you have to go against me?
Your majesty has spoiled me.
It's not your choice to accept it or not. I'm the one who decides. I will issue an edict to crown you tomorrow.
Brother, you have summoned me in haste. What's the command?
I am crowning an empress.
Crowning an empress?
The coronation is today. I am crowning Lady Shen as the empress.
Brother, the purpose of letting the word out that you're crowning an empress is to find out the hidden forces within the court and the harem.
I know that.
It is too hasty to crown Lady Shen now. Your Majesty should listen to the minister's advice.
Why should I listen to them? I'm crowning the empress, not them. Draft an imperial edict now. We will announce it today.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty.
What's wrong?
Lady Shen has her door shut. She's not answering. Lady Shen.
Lady Shen, Lady Shen.
Lady Shen.
Get her down now. Come on, hurry. You know I loved you the most. Why did you leave me behind?
Your Majesty. Shilai is back from the countryside. The Eighth Lord is also waiting for you in the study.
Your Majesty, bad news. The wet nurse's husband found them and was killed by Zhou Huairen.
How did he find them?
I don't know.
You can leave.
Yes.
Yair is no longer safe in the countryside. We need to bring him back quickly.
Brother, we haven't found out who is behind this. If we bring Yair back now, I'm afraid...
Isn't the fake one living just fine in the palace? What if I die before we find out the culprit? Lady Shen, Lady Shen.
Lady Shen!
Get her down now. Come on, hurry! You know I loved you the most. Why did you leave me behind?
Your Majesty. Shilai is back from the countryside. The Eighth Lord is also waiting for you in the study.
Your Majesty, bad news. The wet nurse's husband found them and was killed by Zhou Huairen.
How did he find them?
I don't know.
You can leave.
Yes.
Hier is no longer safe in the countryside. We need to bring him back quickly.
Brother, we haven't found out who is behind this. If we bring Year back now, I'm afraid...
Isn't the fake one living just fine in the palace? What if I die before we find the culprit? Is my son supposed to be a commoner all his life?
What about the fake prince?
It was your idea, to use an impostor as bait, to catch the culprit. Now look at where we are instead of catching the culprit. I caught myself in a dilemma. What do we do now? No one else can handle this. Only we can.
Your Majesty, I will go take care of this now.
Halt!
Mr. Chen, you're here.
Guard Zhou, you've been through much. His Majesty says that he will reward you handsomely.
Year. Year!
Dad?
Year. This is Mr. Chen. He is here to take you home.
Your Highness, you've gone through a tough time. I'm here to bring you home.
Dad?
Your Highness, I am your humble servant.
Mom, what's wrong with Dad?
Your Highness, we are all your servants. Your home is in the capital city. Your real parents are in the Imperial Palace.
Year! Signal!
Shower.
Year. Year. Tower. Will you come back?
I don't know.
Will you become a good emperor? I will. Remember, you said you'll marry me when you grow up. Yes, I will. Chower. Year. Don't forget. Chower, come back and marry me. Chower. Tower. Tower.
Your Majesty, Your Majesty. The Crown Prince is here.
Your Majesty, I've brought your son home.
Great.
Your Highness, address your father.
Father.
Year. Come. Come to my side.
Your Highness.
Year. Let me take a good look at you. Chu Hairin, I will reward you handsomely.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Yeah, you have gone through much stress. Father won't let you leave again. Yeah.
Dad.
Year. You're home. You should address me as father.
Dad!
Your Majesty.
Dad!
I should be sentenced to death. Your Majesty, I should be sentenced to death. I should be sentenced to death. Your Majesty, I should be sentenced to death. I should be sentenced to death. Your Majesty, I should be sentenced to death.
Here. Here!
My lady, are you okay?
Here, where are you?
My lady, please
Here.
calm down.
Sir, madam, what happened?
Bao Zheng, I've taught you for 10 years. It is time for you to repay me.
Pack your belongings. You shall leave tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning? For where?
For the capital, to get an official rank.
So many pancakes.
They are for your trip.
It's not necessary.
The trip is long. Bring them just in case.
Duanwu. This household will depend on you more.
Brother Sanhei, don't worry about us. This is your first long-distance trip. I'm worried about you.
I'm a grown man. Nothing to worry about.
Uncle San? Is Kaifeng Prefecture far from here?
Yes, it is.
How far?
I have no idea.
How many pancakes do you need to get there? That won't do. I have to make more.
Don't make so many. I can't pack them all.
There aren't too many. Just pack fewer books. You can't eat or drink books. You have already digested everything in the books. Brother Sanhei, why do you have to get an official rank? Why not stay at home?
Because this world lacks justice.
How is it unjust?
The year you came to my family, the Luzhou granary was empty. The prefect abused his power to rob the grain from my brother and his wife's shop. Do you think that is just...
Not just...
He didn't return the grain, and he framed my brother and got him killed. Is that just...
Not just... If you get an official rank, you can bring justice to the world?
Yes, I can. The world has its own law. Only by becoming a noble official can I help bring justice to this world.
Brother Sanhei, I have faith in your abilities. If you become an official, when can you come back?
At least in a month. At most in half a year.
I've heard that noblemen like to choose newly ordained officials as sons-in-law. Will that happen to you?
No.
Then will you marry someone from the Kaifeng prefecture?
No.
Brother Sanhei, Auntie wants me to get married. Do you think I should?
Yes, get married. Find a good husband. Wait. Don't get married. Wait for me to get back first. I have to be present at your wedding.
Brother Sanhei, I'll wait for you.
Sanhei, remember how your brother died?
Yes.
Remember why you want to become an official?
Yes.
Kowtow to your brother. He will bless you.
I've been teaching for half my life. You have always been different from others. Among all the students I taught, no one achieved any official rank. This time, it all depends on you. Please, accept my gratitude.
I will not disappoint you. I will repay you in the future.
You will repay me as you get an official rank. Have a safe trip.
Brother Sanhei, find a place to rest when it gets dark. Don't travel when it's dark out.
I'm not scared of the dark.
I'm afraid you'll frighten others.
All right. It's getting late. You should get going.
看上去更美丽灿烂。人生本就是梦幻。不要说江湖爱恨两岸，那不要说世道善恶难断，大江东去，只留下了风流人物，千古流传。
Excuse me, pardon me. Sorry about that. Where is my baggage? Who took my baggage? Where are my clothes?
Are you a ghost?
I'm human.
I don't believe you.
Who are you? You stole my clothes.
Liar. I found these by the river.
I was bathing in the river. I left these by the bank and you took these...
Liar. There was no one in the river.
Nonsense. Give my clothes back. Give me!
I'll kill you.
You're a woman. Where is my baggage?
There were only clothes by the bank.
So my baggage grew legs and ran away.
You're scamming me.
My admission letter was in the baggage. If I lose it, I can't take the exam in the capital.
There was no baggage by the river, only clothes.
So give me my clothes. I'll go find my baggage.
How about this? There is a town ahead. Let's go there when it's dark. When I buy clothes, I'll return your clothes to you.
But what about now? It's inappropriate to be shirtless, in front of a woman.
I don't mind.
I mind. Not just that, it's also cold.
can wear these.
Are you kidding me?
Go buy me some clothes, and then I'll return yours.
Why do you have to dress like a man?
Don't ask questions.
The more you know, the sooner you'll die.
We're even now.
Let's part ways. Why are you still following me?
What about my baggage?
How am I supposed to know where it is? The rain stopped.
Where are you going?
I don't know.
There's an inn right in front of you.
I have no money.
I'll pay for it then.
All right.
But you can't tell anyone I am a woman. Hold this.
Innkeeper, we're staying here.
Hush, I heard you.
Then why didn't you answer?
Ghost!
It's all right. Don't be afraid. He's human.
Dark-skinned.
Does it matter? Give me 2 rooms.
We're all booked today. Only 1 bed left.
1 bed? How does it fit the 2 of us?
Make do with it!
What?
Listen, even though it's 1 bed, you have to pay as 2 people.
In that case, are there other inns nearby?
Of course. 9 miles away. Mister. 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 He drank too much.
Waiter, come here. These 2 beds. Which one is ours?
When he wakes up, discuss it with him.
Sure, please leave us.
I'll go ask the waiter to let me stay in the lobby.
Hold on.
Where are you going?
This is inappropriate.
What do you mean? If I stay here with a strange man, that'll be inappropriate. You stay here!
I'm not staying here with you.
I'm not tired of you. You're tired of me?
I'll leave then.
I paid for it.
Ask the waiter to return the money.
Nope. Don't you leave. Don't you leave. Don't you leave! He's awake?
Hmm?
What are you doing? How can you open his bag? What are you looking for?
Thief! He is the thief.
Thief? How do you know?
This afternoon, he was also bathing in the river. This is my baggage.
Huh? Check it and see if the money is still there.
The money is gone. When he wakes up, I'll take him to the authorities. Right. Lock the door. Don't let him get away. What are you doing?
I'm going to tie him up. It'll be harder when he's awake. Don't just stand there. Come help. Hold him up. All done. Now we each have a bed. Good for him, leaving us a nice feast. You're not hungry?
This is my pancake. My aunt gave it to me for the trip.
I know that's your pancake. But the feast right there was paid for with your money. You are a student, heading to the capital to get an official rank. You know, besides being too dark, you seem like a good guy. I want to ask you why you want to become an official. Do you know what type of people officials are?
What type?
The bad type.
How do you know?
Because my dad is an official.
Your dad is the bad type?
Not bad, but not good either. You know what type of person I am?
Not the good type.
You. Okay. I'll give you a chance to guess who I am.
No idea.
I'll have you know, I am famous in the Jianghu. I am the Smiling Cat. Have you heard of me? Well then, you must know who my master is. I might scare you with this. My master is the fearsomely known Southern Hero Zhenzhou. You must have heard of him. Where did you come from, Dark Bumpkin? You know nothing.
Search every room.
Open up.
Oh no.
Open up! Open up! Open up!
Who are staying in this room?
3 men. One has a dark face.
Knock the door down.
Open up now!
Open up now!
Waiter!
Sir?
What's going on here?
Well, I have no idea.
This man is a thief. He stole my belongings, so I tied him up.
What about this person? Turn around. Are you two together? Speak!
Abba.
So you tell me.
I don't know this person.
Even if you paint yourself into a black crow, you still can't escape from me.
Uncle, wait.
Hmm?
Thank goodness you got here in time. If you were any late, I would get assaulted by this man.
Nonsense.
I'm telling the truth. Today, in front of me, he took off his clothes. He's dark all over.
Take him into custody!
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm
Get
innocent.
going.
I'm innocent. I'm innocent! I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I'm innocent!
Who are you? Why are you groaning? Why am I here?
Why not? You're a thief.
Thief? How am I a thief?
You stole something? By the river.
I recognize you now. You are the one bathing in the river yesterday.
Yes.
You got bait up?
If you didn't steal from me, I would have my clothes. With my clothes, I wouldn't be here.
What are you saying? You've got me confused.
I can't explain it. I can't explain it.
Uncle! Don't be upset. It's bad for your health. I'm so impressed. I ran away 3 times. You caught me every single time.
It's good that you know. 3 strikes, you're out. From now on, stay at home and be good. Listen to your dad.
Sure, I can listen to him, but not when it comes to marriage. I won't marry that Liu Fu.
Liu Fu is Liu's younger brother. Liu is the Emperor's beloved consort. Maybe one day, she might even be the Empress. If you marry him, you'll get into the Imperial family. Any other girl would jump at the chance to be married to him.
Uncle, I told you countless times, Liu Fu is a scumbag.
How so?
The other day, he pretended to issue relief supplies. As an Imperial envoy here, he used that rank to oppress people. Uncle, think about it. Someone like him must have stolen so much grain. How much money has he embezzled? How many people starved because of him?
So what? If he doesn't skim off the top, then he wouldn't be an official.
Officials. They're all scumbags.
So who will you marry?
I will only marry a man with integrity.
Well, who will that be? In all my years, I've never understood what constitutes a man with integrity. But I do know there are 2 types of people in the world. One type has power and money. The other type is the poor people. So tell me, what type are your dad and me?
The rich and powerful.
In the eyes of the poor, maybe we are. But in the eyes of the elite, we are actually poor. Dear child, you're the only daughter in your family. You mean everything to your dad. Think about it. How can your dad betroth you to a poor man?
Mr. Bao, I'm not a thief. Another thief took everything from me. I had no choice but to take your belongings. This is my first time.
That still makes you guilty. Money, my money.
I spent your money on food.
It's my sister-in-law's hard-earned savings. Bad luck. In my first long trip, I ran into the likes of you.
Mr. Bao, you assaulted the prefect's niece? You think you can still make it out alive? That money means nothing now.
I'm innocent. She framed me.
It doesn't matter if you are innocent. You think the prefect cares?
There is no due process. No due process at all?
Yes, there is. Mr. Bao, if you get me out of here, when I get to the capital, and see my dad will help you then.
Your dad?
My dad is a high-ranking official in the capital. When the prefect sees my dad, he has to kowtow.
You are not just a thief. You're also a liar.
No, I am not lying.
Liar. Liar.
I shouldn't have been born into the world. But one day, my dad forced himself on my mom. That's how I came about. When my mom was pregnant, my dad's wife drove my mom and me out of my dad's house. There was no other way. My mom gave birth to me in the countryside. Do you understand?
Sure I do. Your mom was an official's maid.
You're smart. No, what?
What do you want?
Bro, wait.
Get up.
Where are we going?
To the underworld.
Where?
Get going.
Bro. Bro, rest in peace.
I'm innocent. I'm innocent.
Move!
I'm
Move.
innocent.
Move.
I'm innocent.
Be
You're
still.
killing innocent.
Move.
Let me go.
You talk too much. Kneel.
I won't kneel to you. My brother was framed and killed by officials like you. Kill me if you wish. I'll haunt you as a ghost. You! Where am I? What do you want?
I want to kill you.
We don't know each other. I didn't wrong you. Why did you set me up? Let me know before I die.
You betrayed me first.
I spoke the truth.
And because of that, I was caught by my uncle again. You ought to pay a price. It's only fair. Right?
We have nothing to say.
I don't understand. You came all the way and went through so much for an official rank. What for? I see that you have integrity. It'll be a waste for you to be an official. Why don't you accept me as your master? I'll teach you some excellent skills. You can be a righteous warrior. How about that? This is your baggage. I left you some money. Get on your way.
I don't want your money.
Without money, how can you get to the capital? I have one favor to ask. Here's a family letter. It's for my dad. The address is on the envelope. When you get to the capital, please give it to my dad. My name is Yuru. You really don't remember me?
I'll never forget you.
You know, we came to know each other from way back. When I was little, I went to Lushao with my dad. On the way, I met a refugee girl who wandered away from her dad.
Don't cry. It won't help.
Sister, are you okay?
She can't find her dad.
Why are you not crying?
We don't have the same dad. It would be great if my dad couldn't find me.
You're that little girl.
Yes. Of course, I've grown up now, and more gorgeous than before. No wonder you can't recognize me. You haven't changed. You're still so dark. I can always recognize you. That girl named Duanwu, did her dad find her?
She's in Luzhou. My sister-in-law adopted her. She's part of my family now.
Did you actually marry her?
We're like siblings.
Oh. Okay. That road behind you leads to your destination. Mr. Bao, get going. I wish that you fail in the Imperial examination.
I have one favor to ask, too.
Speak.
That thief is named Ling Qing. Let him go.
Why?
He went through a lot. He's an orphan. Heading to the capital to find family. We're heading the same way.
You're not afraid that he may betray you?
Nope.
Sure. I agree.
Any news from the frontier?
Nothing new about the war front, but Zhang Delin is asking for provisions again.
I thought we sent provisions to him a while back.
Yes, money and supplies were sent, but Zhang Delin says it's not enough.
Well, how much more does he want? He sure has a voracious appetite. My empire may be bankrupted by Zhang Delin before the Western Sea destroys us.
Charge!
My lady, I've heard this pigeon can fly almost 250 miles a day.
It's stuck in a cage all day. So what if it can fly 300 miles a day?
My lady, once it soars into the sky, there will be no more limit for the bird.
Any news of my brother?
No news regarding Lord Zhang, or from the frontier.
Your Majesty, the Grand Tutor is here. It's about the Crown Prince's education.
Father, I wish you well.
Year. Come closer. Year. The Grand Tutor said, you are not studying hard. Why is that?
He doesn't teach well.
The Grand Tutor is the most knowledgeable scholar in the world. Both your uncle and I were taught by him. How does he not teach well?
I don't understand what he teaches.
Yeah. So who is a good tutor? Tell me.
My tutor from the countryside.
Who?
My tutor from the countryside, Zhu and her grandfather, not only taught me knowledge, but they also taught me how to farm.
In that case, what did you learn? Please tell His Majesty.
Hoeing millet in midday heat, sweat dripping to the earth beneath. Who knows that the meals in our plates, every morsel of them comes with toil and pains?
What else did you learn?
Chop, chop. Our axes go in the tree. We pile up wood by the river. The water flows clear and rippling.
All right, stop. What a mess. This is what you learned.
Your Majesty, please calm down. This is my fault. I am uneducated. In the countryside, I hired a lowly scholar for the Crown Prince. If you want to punish someone, punish me.
Dad? Didn't you say Joer's grandfather was well educated and the best scholar in the world?
Your Majesty, I should be sentenced to death. Your Majesty, I should be punished. I should be sentenced to death. It's my fault. I should be sentenced to death. Your Majesty.
Father, have mercy on him. I will study hard from now on. Father, have mercy on him.
Your Majesty, I should be sentenced to death. Your Majesty. It's my fault. I should be sentenced to death.
Brother, Year is only a child. He grew up outside the palace and acquired a few bad habits that are hard to change at once. With time and patience, he'll be fine.
Father, forgive him, please. I will study hard from now on.
Some habits, maybe unchangeable.
Where's Year?
My lady, the Crown Prince is now studying.
I heard His Majesty was upset at Year. I came to check up on Year.
I will go bring the Crown Prince over.
Never mind. Don't disturb him. All these years, it wasn't easy to raise Year in the countryside. You deserve credit for both hard work and excellence. These things are your reward.
Thank you, Lady Shu.
You may rise. I have something to discuss with you. Year has been back for 2 years now. I am still not very close with him. I am one of his moms. I wish to have him stay with me for 2 days.
Lady Shu, I don't have the authority for that.
Well, who does?
Guard
I am a high-ranking lady. I have to let a servant decide this?
Year, the Grand Tutor said you did well today. I'm glad. I made some treats for you, as a reward.
Thank you, my lady.
Thank you, my lady.
Quick, try it. Qingnu. Year, you eat first. Here. Here. The Grand Tutor said you did well today. I'm glad. I made some treats for you. As a reward.
Thank you, my lady. Thank you, my lady.
Quick, try it. Qingnu. Year, you eat first. Here.
Your Highness, the Crown Prince has a habit in the countryside that he only eats after Qingnu.
I made these in person.
Your Highness, please don't break the Crown Prince's rule. Let Qingnu eat first. Qingnu!
Put it down. Since none of you trust me, let me try first to test for poison.
Your Highness, Lady Liu has arrived. What brings you here today, sister?
Sister...
Who annoyed you? Go make some tea for Lady Dur. Use that highest grade jackshell sent by His Majesty. Let Lady Dur have a taste.
No thanks. His Majesty sent me that too. All of you leave. I want to talk with my sister in private. Sister, did you go to Year's palace? And get disrespected?
You sure heard of it fast. You have better hearing than the dog.
I was also disrespected there. He's just a servant. How dare he? Ignore us by riding on the Crown Prince's coattails?
He's not a servant. In Year's eyes, Year sees him as his father. How are you so badly injured?
I'm all right. It's nothing serious. Just some bruises.
You've completed the task. There's no need to suffer from this.
In the palace. We'll face more danger than in the countryside. Back then, when your husband found us, someone must have tipped him off. It's a pity that I killed him in a hurry. Now there's no way to find out who was behind him. I killed your husband. Do you hate me?
Qingnu has always seen you as her father. How I miss those good old days in the countryside. Back then, we were just like a family.
So do I. There's one thing I want to entrust to you. If anything happens to me, please do your best to protect Ye. Only if Ye is alive can Qingnu live.
No need to change. It can still burn for a while.
Mr. Chen, Lady Dur and Lady Shu are outside the palace asking to see His Majesty.
Your Majesty, Lady Dur and Lady Shu have arrived.
Let them in.
Yes.
Your Majesty.
Why did you come here together to see me?
Your Majesty, Zhu Huairen is so haughty that he disrespects all of us.
Oh? What did he do to disrespect you?
Year listens to him on what to eat, drink, and even wear.
There's nothing wrong with that.
We too wanted to be closer to Year, but he blocked us out. Are we not Year's mothers?
Yi is no longer a little boy who can play at will. He should concentrate on learning.
Your Majesty, a servant. Dare let Yer call him Dad in secret. If he was Yer's dad, then what are we? If you ask me, this servant is getting as bold as brass. That he even sees himself as the master. Your Majesty.
Crown Prince. You should go to study. What are you doing here?
Does it hurt?
Nope.
It must hurt. It's all my fault.
Crown Prince. If you keep this lesson in mind from now on, then it's all worthwhile.
Okay. I'll never call you Dad again.
Crown Prince. Go read books. Otherwise, the Grand Tutor will get angry again.
Dad?
Crown Prince, you just promised me.
Dad? Now no one could hear us. Dad, I don't like the Imperial Palace. I want to go back to the countryside. Can you take me back? Dad?
Yeah. There's no way back. Like it or not, the palace is your home. You have to stay here forever.
Your Majesty, this is the medicinal soup made by the Imperial Kitchen. Please drink it. Your Majesty, you haven't had food all day. There's nothing more important than your health.
I made every effort to save my only son. But in the end, he sees someone else as his father.
Your Majesty, please, let me explain for Guard Zhou. In my opinion, Guard Zhou commits his absolute loyalty and allegiance to Your Majesty and the Crown Prince.
I believe in his loyalty. But what about after I die? Ye called him Dad again today. Even if he doesn't call him Dad, in his mind, Zhou Huairen is his dad. A child can't be good at lying. I can tell it from his eyes. Chen Lin, all these years, I've been worried about something. Do you know what is it?
Your Majesty, I'm too foolish to know.
I left Ye to Zhou Huairen as soon as he was born. Though I made a mark on him, all these years, I still couldn't be sure that the Ye we know now is truly the one I gave to Zhou Huairen. Unless Zhou Huairen proves it to me. I've told you my worry. Do you understand now? Answer me.
Your Majesty, I understand. Cho, it's quite late now. Why are you still in the yard?
Sir, all these years, I've been guarding in the yard every night.
Don't you sleep?
At the countryside. I would never fall asleep. A nap was enough.
You have suffered a lot.
Sir, seeing the Crown Prince growing safely every day was not suffering. You came here to send me the wine, didn't you?
You got punished today. His Majesty thought it was necessary to comfort you with some good wine, so he sent me here. After drinking this, you can have a good rest.
Sir, please send my gratitude to His Majesty. I have one favor to ask. I hope you can promise me.
Go on.
Please protect the Crown Prince. I haven't found out who is trying to kill him. I suspect that this person is right here in the palace.
I'll protect him. I promise you.
Sir, I don't want to drink this wine.
So what do you want?
Not here. I'm an Imperial bodyguard, so I should end up my life like one.
Okay.
江如，它为何干净？因为有淡淡白云。秋叶，它为何干净？ 说说明星心上它为何干净？因为有你的聆听，而柔情它为何干净？因为有你的眼睛。渴望的自由，它未必是自由。哦，滋润的爱情，它不只是爱情。哦，无语只是没有爱的相遇，离别也只不过。
Sir, I knew this would be my fate. When I left the palace on the mission, only if I die. Can I prove that Yair is truly His Majesty's son? Take care, sir.
哦，无语只是没有爱的相遇，离别也只不过是为再会长天。
Rest in peace, Guard Joe.
柔情，它为何干净？因为有你的眼睛。
Crown Prince, it's time for you to study. Guard Joe left the palace last night to see his parents in the countryside. From now on, I'll be responsible for your study.
Then when will he come back?
I have no idea. Maybe he will never be back. Crown Prince, this was a servant who died last night. Now they're going to bury him outside the palace.
It's an auspicious sign to see a funeral. We saw a coffin the moment we arrived in Kaifeng. Our trip will definitely be smooth.
Mr. Leng, here we are. I think it's time to say goodbye. Find your father, and I'll settle in the Imperial Exam Hall.
Mr. Bao, don't be so quick to settle in. Here in the capital, the world is my oyster. It has been such a hard trip, we should find a place to enjoy ourselves first. I'll show you a place where there's food, drinks, and fun, with no need for money. I can even pay you back all that money you lent me. Twice as much. Come on. Hurry up.
Is there anything else?
Your Majesty, the Imperial examination is coming. What about the exam questions?
I'm a little tired. You should discuss it with Duke Baxian.
Yes, Your Majesty.
How bustling. It's busier than what I've imagined. Exactly. I missed out a lot. These years in the countryside, this time. I'll never leave.
Well done. Show us again.
Show us again. Brilliant.
Sir, come in.
Come in here.
This one looks splendid. Well. What does it say? On the couplet.
In my dream, I was a guest who enjoyed fleeting pleasure. The spring is gone as flowers wither. The past is past.
The past is past.
Rain Pavilion.
Rain. Rain Pavilion. That's it. Rain Pavilion.
What's the place?
A brothel.
A brothel? Does your father live here?
I can just settle in here and go for my father after I have enough fun.
You can go. I'll leave.
Are you serious? Then wait for me here for a moment. I'll go inside and get some money for you.
Come here. Come on, have a rest inside. Sir. This way, please.
Sisters, look. How dark this young man is.
I'm coming. He is dark, but he still looks handsome and cute.
Dark skin, come here. We'll play some music for you. Right, come on. Come here, quick. Come here to play.
How dare you pretend to be his son? You want to die? Beat him.
How dare you beat me? If my dad knows, he will never forgive you. You're all going to die.
Don't beat him. He'll die if you don't stop. Mr. Leng, are you all right? Are you okay?
Who are you? What does it have to do with you if I beat him to death?
I'm with him.
Another brat who wants to die.
Then beat them both. Take this.
Order! Almighty justice.
Bring the criminals in.
Kneel.
Sir, we are the one who got beaten. Why are we arrested?
How bold you two are.
That bully is the bold one. He nearly killed us.
You're doomed. How dare you lie?
Tell him why they beat you.
Tell me. Who is your father?
Calm down. Even if he doesn't accept you, he can't let others beat you up.
Say it now. Who's your father?
The Emperor.
Who?
Louder.
The Emperor.
Mr. Leng, you cannot lie about this. Especially in the courthouse.
I'm not lying.
They must have broken your head. Sir, he's not in a sober mind. They must have broken his head.
I have this dragon and phoenix embroidered doo-doo as proof. His Majesty rewarded it to my mother. Magistrate, how dare you? Ask me, a prince, to kneel before you.
Confess it or not? Tell me.
Tell me the truth. Confess it or not.
I'm innocent. I'm not his accomplice. I don't know him.
You don't know?
Still lying! You know what? No one can refuse to confess. After we beat them. Take this. Take this.
My mother used to be called Fuju in the palace. She was a maid of Lady Shen. One day, my mom went to serve His Majesty and slept with him. After that, she was rewarded with a dragon and phoenix embroidered doo-dah. And somehow Lady Shen heard about this. So she got an excuse and drove my mom out of the palace. It was not long after my mother went back home when she found she was pregnant. Yeah, that's me.
Go on.
Then, my mother gave birth to me.
And then?
And then, my mother married my stepfather in the countryside. Then, they both fell ill and died. So I came here to find my real father.
Your Majesty, this one is real. It's truly one of those doodao that Your Majesty gave to the consorts back then. I've checked the records. It's true that a maid named Fuzhu slept with Your Majesty once, and she was later expelled from the palace by Lady Shen.
I don't remember it at all.
What that Lang Ching said is all true?
There was a maid called Fuzhu.
So, I have another son who came out of nowhere. I was worried when I had no son. Now I'm bewildered by a popped-up son that came out of nowhere. You tell me, is he truly my son?
Your Majesty, it's so hard to tell. I can't draw a conclusion easily.
Yin Ruo Zhou, you must find out the truth for me.
Your Majesty, since this case matters a lot,
I think I'd better investigate it together with Lord Wong.
Brother, I agree.
All right. You two, get to the bottom of this as soon as possible.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I'll take my leave. Yin Ruo Zhou, what a cunning guy you are. You're a dead man. How dare you get me involved?
Please calm down, Lord Wang. This is such a tough case. If I misjudge it, I'll be beheaded at once. With your support, I can calmly get down to the issue. Lord Wang, that's him. Well, why is he asleep? Wake him up.
Sir, he's drunk. We can't wake him up.
Wake up.
Why was he offered wine?
Lord Wang, I dare not torture him, so I had to provide him with food and wine. I thought he'd talk if he was drunk. I didn't expect.
Nonsense. Where is his accomplice?
Being tortured in prison.
Sir.
This is his accomplice. Did he confess?
This dark-skinned man is tight-lipped. All those years, I've never seen anyone tougher than him.
Sir, I'm not his accomplice.
Keep baiting until he confesses.
I'm innocent! Innocent! Innocent!
Sir, I dare not continue.
Why not? There's no need to whisper in front of Lord Wong. Say it out loud.
Sir, this dark man is your relative.
What?
We found this letter in his belongings. Have a look.
Dad, I beg you to cancel my engagement with Liu Fu. I've been secretly engaged with Mr. Bao. After he finishes the Imperial examination, I'll marry him immediately.
You two are so bold. One pretends to be His Majesty's son. The other pretends to be my son-in-law.
Sir, what are you talking about? I don't understand.
Was this letter written by my daughter in person?
I don't know who wrote it, but Yuru gave it to me in person.
My dear daughter is privately engaged with you, and even determined to marry you?
Sir, I don't understand.
Liar. The beloved young lady of our Yin family has already been engaged with Liu Fu. She'd never fall in love with you, liar. This is apparently a fake letter.
Sir, I don't understand. This letter was handed to me by Yuru.
Wang Chao Mahan.
Yes, sir.
Beat him with no mercy.
Stop. Yin Ruo Zhou, don't be in such a hurry to torture him. Get your daughter from your hometown first, and it will all be clear.
Well.
You are Bao Zheng?
Yes.
Here for the exam?
Yes.
You're an examinee from Luzhou.
Why are you?
With the person called Ling Qing?
Sir, I'm truly innocent. Well...
Is anybody here? Anyone? Open the door. Anybody?
If you are telling the truth, then you are truly innocent.
Sir, everything I've told is true.
Even if it's true, we still can't free you before everything is clear.
Sir, the Imperial examination will start soon.
This is a matter of life and death. Stop thinking about the exam.
We too are more anxious than you. If this case is misjudged, even our lives will be in danger.
Sir. Sir. Sir, that man is awake.
Lord Wang, this way, please.
Wait a minute, sir. I have something to say.
Bye.
Mr. Bao, did they hit you?
Why? Why were you always feasting? While I was tortured for you?
Well, why did they torture you?
You know why?
After I see my dad in the palace, I will not spare them.
I only wish we could still be alive.
Why don't you trust me?
Either they broke your head, or you are really a liar. I helped you out of kindness, but now here I am.
I'm not a liar. If I was lying, why did they feed me? Instead of torturing me? I know what I'm doing. I dare not do anything. That may get me killed no matter how bold I am.
I don't care if it's true. You'll have to be real. Otherwise, you'll be beheaded, and I'll also die with you. So will the magistrate.
What do you mean?
You've got me in trouble. I've got the magistrate involved.
Can you explain it to me?
I'm your accomplice somehow. Then I became the magistrate's son-in-law. We three will sink or swim together. None of us can get away.
Oh, no, brother. You must have been beaten so badly that you've gone crazy. Do you even listen to yourself?
Brother, let Chen Lin take you to rest. I'll stay here waiting for news. Brother, I feel unsettled. Like something is going to happen.
What kind of thing?
I feel that there is someone manipulating all this, but I can't find whom it is.
You're making up stories, and I won't fall for it.
Mr. Leng, it's not up to you if you are the prince. It's not up to the magistrate either.
Then who is it up to?
His Majesty. His Majesty will interrogate you in person. If His Majesty slightly doubts your story, we are all going to die miserably. Now, I'll ask you questions. You must think twice before you answer me. There can't be any flaw. What's your name? Your name? I'm playing the role of His Majesty.
Leng Qing.
And your mother's name?
Fu Zhu.
Why do you say you are His Majesty's son?
My mom told me that, and I have the dragon and phoenix embroidered doodao as proof.
When did she know she was pregnant with you?
After she left the palace.
Why was she driven out of the palace?
Mom told me that she used to be Lady Shen's maid and slept with His Majesty once. That upset Lady Shen, so she drove my mom out.
When did it happen?
It was the summer of that year.
You were not born when your mom was expelled. How can you know it so well?
My mother told me that, of course.
When did she tell you?
After my stepfather died. Mom told me that he was not my real father, and I should go to the palace, because the Emperor is my real father.
When did your mother marry?
When I was 1 year old. She couldn't afford to bring me up alone, so she married a doctor. I called him Dad at that time.
Did that doctor know who you and your mother were?
Nope. Mom didn't tell him.
Did your mother and him have any child?
The second year after she married him, they had a daughter. But it wasn't long before she got sick and died.
How long did she live?
According to my mom, it was 5 years. Is anything wrong?
No. How did your mother and that doctor die?
Typhoid. My stepfather was infected from his patients, and then it infected my mom.
Except your mother. Who else knows your identity?
No one... Mom didn't tell anyone. In case something would happen to me. But she told me before she died, because if she didn't, no one would ever know.
So your mom loved you very much?
Yes, she treasured me a lot.
Did she remember your birthday every year?
Yes. She would make me a new pair of cotton-padded shoes to wear on my birthday every year. What's wrong?
Your sister died of what?
Your questions are all so random.
Quick.
Well, I don't remember. I was young.
How young?
3 years old.
When your sister was alive. Did your mom celebrate her birthday?
Yes.
When was her birthday?
I don't remember.
In which season?
Spring. What's wrong?
Done.
The questions are done.
We are done. Doomed.
Why? Did I say something wrong?
The time. You can lie to people, but the time can't...
What do you mean by that?
How long does pregnancy last?
For 10 months.
But your mom were pregnant with you for 5 or 15 months?
Nonsense. How did you do the math?
Your mom was expelled in summer, and your birthday is in winter. Just do the math yourself.
How do you know that I was born in winter?
Cotton-padded shoes in summer? How strange your mother was. She gave birth to your sister after 5 months.
No way. You're talking nonsense.
When you were just 1, your mom married that doctor. So it was in winter. Your sister was born in spring the next year. It was 5 months at most. The most ridiculous thing is that when your sister was 5, you were only 3 years old. Your younger sister was 2 years older. What an odd family.
I was bewildered by your questions. I must have made some mistakes.
Exactly, you were bewildered. I messed up the order of the questions. So you were puzzled. But what you said is true. You accidentally exposed the truth. The coincidence is that if you were your sister, then it would all make sense. If your mom was pregnant with a child of His Majesty, she'd first give birth to your sister, and then you 2 years later. So when your sister died of illness at 5, you were exactly 3 years old. You don't have a younger sister, but an older sister. You are your mother's second child.
Thank goodness you asked me in advance. If it was in front of His Majesty, we would have been sentenced to...
Mr. Bao, I will send someone to carry you to the examination.
Liar. Sir.
How dare you! Say, who told you to do this?
Liar. All of you are liars. You tricked me.
How can you twist the truth? How can a liar call us liars?
Beat him with no mercy.
Your Highness.
Stop!
My lady, help me.
Which lady?
I don't know.
Continue beating.
Say it.
Say it.
It hurts.
Say it.
Your Highness, please help me.
Tell me which lady it is now.
I don't know.
How can you still lie at this point? I'll spare your life if you tell the truth.
Sir, I'll tell you. Let me say, I really don't know.
Then why did you say my lady?
Not long ago, a man found me in the countryside. He said a high official from the palace sent him, and there was a consort who knew my mom. She knew that my mom had a child of His Majesty. He also said that His Majesty was worried about having no son, so he asked me to go to the palace as my sister. He and his people would support me in secret. His Majesty would definitely accept me. Then, that lady will adopt me. We two can enjoy the fruit of success.
Nonsense.
Sir, I'm telling the truth. He asked me to stay in the brothel, Rain Pavilion, once I arrive in the capital, and then find a person named Liu Fu, and there would be much food and fun. He also gave me money. Sir, please spare my life. I'm telling the truth, sir. Sir, everything I've told is completely true. Sir.
Lord Wong. Lord Wong.
He's a fraud and was used. I came back first to report it, in case you would be too worried. Yin Ruojiao is still interrogating him to see if there are any new leads.
It seems over these years, we've never enjoyed real peace. Who would dare get a fake prince? What on earth do they want?
Brother, Wang Yanling has been up all night. Just let him go back to rest.
Your Majesty, I might excuse myself.
Brother, in my opinion, we should start with the harem.
Girls, come take a look. Isn't this that dark man? Hey, what's wrong with you? Why are you carried by the officers?
Dark man, where are you heading?
Step aside. Make way. Somebody help.
Help.
Thank you.
Okay, go.
Get him in.
Mr. Bao, that's all we can do for you. Good luck with the exam.
May you be the top scholar.
I can't bow, but still, thanks.
Get him in.
Good luck.
Are you insane? We beat him up like this. Good luck to him. Good luck to your head, I think. Bao Zheng, Lord Wang comes to see you.
My lord.
How did your exam go, Mr. Bao?
Thank you for having me carried to the exam.
A candidate in jail? It has never happened. If you can make it,
This will become a legend for all ages.
this medicine will help with your wound.
My lord. When can I be let out?
When the truth comes to light.
What if it doesn't happen?
I have no idea then. Mr. Bao, what really surprised me is why you were so sure you could find out Ling Qing's identity. Just tell me.
Take him. By surprise.
What do you mean?
Lower his guard. and strike where he is unprepared. First, make him believe I'm an ally, and then ask him a chain of the questions in an order he's not prepared for. If he is fake, he will make a mistake.
Mr. Bao, you do have a sharp wit.
Thank you, my lord.
You keep saying my lord. Do you know which lord I am?
I don't know. But you must be of high rank.
Why?
It's not a common case. So the official in charge must be a big shot?
I'm the Prime Minister. To tell you the truth, I've read your essay for this exam. I like it very much. Today I'm here to take you in. As my pupil. Virtuous men can agree to disagree. Many scholars become officials' pupils for their support in the court. Mr. Bao, do you know how ugly the Imperial Court is? If you want to realize your ambition, it will be extremely hard. If you count on yourself, you're quite a talent. I'm unwilling to see you crushed. In your official career, how do you say?
I'm flattered, my lord. But I'm sorry. I can't accept it.
What reason? Do you know how many candidates apply to get my support every day?
I think that the court is ugly, because everyone wants to form a clique. As long as I have a clear conscience, whatever the obstacles may be, I have nothing to fear.
Okay. Mr. Bao, when I was at your age, I thought the same as you. Since you refused, I won't force you.
Farewell, my lord.
Here! You got distracted again? Stop staring into space. If the tutor tells His Majesty, you will be scolded again. Lady Lu made me new clothes. Are they pretty? Mother told me you would be conferred as the Crown Prince tomorrow.
One day, you'll be the Emperor.
I don't want it. Why?
I don't like the palace.
I like it. Houses here are big and spacious. Here we have as many new clothes and delicacies as we want. Why, are you crying?
Nothing.
Who upsets you?
I miss our father.
I miss our father too. I don't know when he will back.
Never will he.
Who said that?
That morning, I saw them send a coffin out of the palace. I think that our father was in that coffin.
That's nonsense. Father went to see his parents.
When we were in the village, Father said his parents had passed away.
Nonsense. I don't believe that.
Let him eat this tonight. Or you know what will happen.
Lady Liu has arrived.
Greetings, my lady.
I came here to see Yer, and brought them some freshly made desserts.
Thank you, my lady, for always caring about them Please have a seat, my lady. Your Highness?
Greetings, Lady Lu.
Yeah. The tutor has praised you for your progress these days. So I made these desserts as a reward for you.
Thank you.
Well, tomorrow you will be conferred as the Crown Prince. Are you happy?
Yes.
Do you know what the Crown Prince is? The Crown Prince will be the next emperor. Yeah. Am I nice to you?
Yes.
Good. When you become the emperor, you cannot forget that, okay? Okay, no more talking. Have a taste. Yeah, I made it for you. Don't worry. Qingyu, you first.
My lady. My lady. His Highness just ate. I'm afraid he can't eat more. Later, when he is hungry, I will give it to him.
Just can't get rid of this vile scum.
My lady, His Majesty is in your palace and wants you to hurry back.
Okay. Your Majesty. I didn't know Your Majesty would come, and I went to see Yer.
I haven't come to the harem for long, so I came to see you today. Leave us.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I heard. You haven't played the instrument, or gone to the others, but you've been with Yer, studying in the academy?
Who is so long-tongued?
Tell me, yes or no?
Yes.
Why are you suddenly interested in studying?
The Grand Tutor said Yer couldn't focus on study, which made Your Majesty so worried, and I had nothing to do. So I went there to keep his company. Thus, I can urge him to learn.
That's it?
Not exactly. Another reason is that I care for Your Majesty.
What?
I care for Your Majesty. I want to relieve your worries.
What worry do you want to relieve for me?
Your Majesty is tied up with state affairs all day, not paying attention to your health. Now you're not as healthy as before. I feel worried, but can't do anything to help. That's why I sometimes study and enrich myself, in case Your Majesty would need me one day. If you don't want to read memorials, I'd like to read them for you.
You think I'm getting old?
Don't be angry, Your Majesty. As far as I can see, Your Majesty are older than before.
How long have you been with me?
I entered the palace at 17. Now I'm 27.
It's been 10 years. I'm getting old. In the blink of an eye.
State affairs, family affairs. Your Majesty has too many things on your plate.
Back then, I grabbed you from Zhang Delin. Do you hate me?
Being favored by Your Majesty, I couldn't be more grateful. How dare I hate Your Majesty?
Do you hate Zhang Delin?
At that time, I was just a busker homeless in the capital. Because of my good looks, I always got teased. Lord Zheng helped me out, so I could enjoy such a good life. I'm merely grateful to him.
You're grateful. That's good of you. But no one can bear an intruder in his relationship. Zhang Delin still holds grudges against me for taking you away, doesn't he?
I don't know what Lord Zhang thinks, but I do know I'm Your Majesty's woman. I know what is more important.
Have you been trying to make me confer you as the Empress?
Your Majesty, every woman in the palace wants to be the Empress?
Your Majesty? Your Majesty, something happened in the Crown Prince's palace.
Iya, what happened?
Your Majesty.
Doctor, what's going on?
Your Majesty, she probably ate something poisonous.
What did she eat?
We haven't figured it out. Your Majesty, she is dead.
Who knows what she ate just now?
We didn't see anything, Your Majesty.
How?
My mother ate the dessert.
What dessert?
It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. Your Majesty, it's not me.
Your Majesty, I've sent the Crown Prince to your palace. He keeps shaking with fright, not saying a word.
You stay with him. Stop all visitors.
Yes, Your Majesty.
I'm going to confer him as the Crown Prince. Someone meant to poison you? Luckily, he is blessed. I've confined Liyue in her palace. You interrogate her in secret. I'm suspecting she is the culprit I've been looking for. Investigate it with the fake prince case. Get the bottom of these.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Wang Yanling, what do you want to say?
Your Majesty, Lady Liyue has Zhang Delin's support. If we get it wrong, it will cause trouble. Well...
Don't waste time beating around the bush. Come on, out with it.
I want to have someone investigate with me.
Who is that?
A brilliant scholar.
Be quick. I can't wait anymore.
Understood, Your Majesty.
Brother, what are you thinking?
Brother, I'm wondering, what if it's really Liyue?
Cut her up.
She is not to be feared, but Zhang Delin behind her.
You're saying he'll plot treason?
I doubt. They've been plotting it in secret.
Lord Wang.
This is the commander's tally. Take it. Round up all military forces nearby to Kaifeng.
Brother, there are 13 garrisons around Kaifeng. It may take 4 days to get all of them gathered.
I'll keep an eye on Liu. She won't be able to deliver a message. Now go.
As you wish, Your Majesty.
Any clue?
Nothing. Feed these to the dogs. One for each dog.
Do as he said.
Yes.
Are you sure these desserts were all sent by Lady Liu?
Yes. Lady Liu said His Highness learned well, and rewarded him with these. The wet nurse didn't let Qingyu eat it. Lady Liu was upset about that.
Go on.
Mr. Guo came and said His Majesty was in Lady Liu's palace, so Lady Liu left. And the wet nurse told us to clean the yard. Later we heard.
Lord Wang.
Look. It's fed?
Yes, just now.
It ate the vomit of the wet nurse. Lord Wang, other dogs won't get poisoned.
I've ordered that no one can see Year.
Your Majesty, only they know what happened after Lady Liu left. Your Majesty, sooner we solve the case. Will His Highness be safe?
Tell Chen Lin to bring Year here. Ask him in front of me. Now what?
Your Majesty, I want you to see someone.
Who?
The one who assists me in the case.
Why do I have to see him?
Your Majesty, he is rather smart. Thanks to him, we solved the fake prince case.
All right, bring him in. Just do it.
Your Majesty, I'll go bring him in.
I am Bao Zheng. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Wang Yanling. Who is he?
Your Majesty, he's a student from Lusho. Born dark-skinned.
Out. You can't see Yia.
Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, I think the wet nurse is a solid suspect.
The wet nurse? A suspect? She was poisoned, okay?
I think she poisoned herself.
How do you know?
By deduction.
Deduction? How could you deduct to solve such a big case? Wang Yanling, you're so bold. How dare you find a huckster to fool me? Gods.
Your Majesty, please.
Behead him.
Please wait, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty. Allow me to ask the two witnesses first. If my deduction is wrong, you can behead me then.
How long has it been?
My lord, it's been about 30 minutes.
Wait for another 15 minutes.
Yes, my lord.
Qingyu, tell His Majesty who poisoned your mother. His Majesty can avenge your mother.
Qingyu, tell me.
It's me.
You? How?
After Lady Liu left, I wanted to eat the dessert. Mother didn't let me and put it away. Then, I asked Yer for help. Mother, the desserts made by Lady Liu look nice.
Wait.
Mother, what does vile scum mean? Mother, is my father dead?
Mother, I want to eat it.
No. Lady Liu rewarded the desserts to Yer. You can't eat.
Father must be dead. Mother, Yer wants to eat. Just give it to Qingyu.
It's been so many years. Now it's your turn to eat first. Take it.
Mother, what's wrong with you?
Eat now.
Mother! You first. I haven't repaid my father. I'll treat you well, Mother.
You first. Eat.
Mother, why did you eat it?
Yer. You're raised by me. I can't bear to part with you. No matter what happens in the future, you and Qingyu need to help each other. Remember, you and her were both raised by me. Treat Qingyu as your own sister.
Mother, what are you talking about? I can't understand. If I hadn't asked to eat the dessert, my mother wouldn't have eaten it. It's all my fault.
You. How did you find that out?
Your Majesty, the wet nurse died after eating the dessert. In the whole box, only the one she ate was poisonous. Lady Liu gave the desserts to His Highness when Lady Liu was there. The wet nurse didn't let them eat. But later, she ate it herself. How weird. Her behavior is.
How do you know that only one was poisonous?
That dog died of poison after eating the wet nurse's vomit. If all the desserts were poisonous, the other dogs would have died sooner. Bekashu, the vomit, was of less toxicity.
If only one of them was poisonous, how could she know which one it was?
Unless Liu told her.
Your Majesty, that's what I thought at first. But Qingvi's words made me confused again. If the wet nurse was Lady Liu's ally, why would Lady Liu send the desserts in person? Wouldn't that be too obvious? So as I see it, Lady Liu had nothing to do with the case.
If so, how do you explain the poison?
There's only one possibility. The wet nurse did it herself. She took the desserts inside and poisoned one. If it's not Lady Liu, only the wet nurse had the chance to do it. As for why she did that, and why she ate the poisonous dessert herself, I have no idea.
You may leave now. Leave me alone.
Excuse myself.
My lady. My lady, the palace is heavily guarded now. Nobody can get out.
Go tell them. I want to see His Majesty.
I told them. It didn't work. My lady, send a message to Lord Zheng now, or it would be too late.
Qinlin,
Yes, Your Majesty.
I feel fazed. I've never been so fazed.
Your Majesty, I'll get the Imperial Doctor here.
Is Duke Baxian back?
Not yet.
Are Wang Yanling and the man with him still in the palace?
Yes. They're waiting for your order.
Wang can go back. Leave that man here.
I'm on it.
Greetings, Your Highness.
The commander's tally is here. In a few days, something big will happen in the palace. You're His Majesty's most trusted generals. From tomorrow on, garrison outside Kaifeng, be ready at all times. Be at my disposal.
We are loyal to His Majesty, and at Your Highness's disposal.
What's your name?
My name is Bao Zheng.
Bao Zheng. I asked you here because I've had a question in my mind for years. Let me tell you a story. Listen carefully. There is a landlord Song in Kaifeng. He is influential and extremely wealthy, with several concubines, living a rich life. But he is not happy because he has no son to inherit such tremendous property. He once had sons, but they all died of unknown illnesses. Landlord Song found it odd. He suspected that someone killed them. That year, one of his maids gave birth to a son for him. Once the baby was born, Landlord Song sent his son away, behind everyone's back, and then brought in another baby he had prepared. Do you know why?
He wanted his son to stay alive. He brought another baby back to find out who killed his previous sons.
It's not done. A few more years passed. The two kids, both, grew up. Landlord Song was also old. He thought maybe his previous sons really died of illness. Therefore, he just sent the kid he raised back to his family and got his biological son back. He didn't expect that his son died soon after he was back. Someone killed him.
Your Majesty want to know who killed the kid? Your Majesty, it's Landlord Song's property that killed his son.
What do you mean?
Among his wife and concubines, whoever has an alive kid can get Landlord Song's property.
You mean the one who never had a kid is the most suspicious?
Among those concubines, who knew Landlord Song sent his son away?
He did it discreetly. Even his son's mom didn't know.
Who else knows?
No one else.
That's not true. Without help, he couldn't manage to send one kid away and get the other back.
Why?
Because he is the Emperor.
Watch it! How dare you say that before His Majesty?
Qianlin.
Your Majesty, who else knows? You sent the prince away?
Qianlin. And my brother, Duke Bashian.
Then one of them is the culprit.
How dare you! You have a death wish?
Qianlin.
Or both of them are.
How do you know?
Your Majesty sent the Crown Prince to the culprit, which helped him survive.
What do you mean?
Only few people know about the fake prince. If the real Crown Prince died, the culprit would be exposed. Nobody in the palace knew the Crown Prince is fake. Yet he survived. That means the culprit is not in the palace. Except for Mr. Qianlin.
Your Majesty, I'm loyal to Your Majesty.
Qianlin. Rise.
Yes, Your Majesty.
In fact, I already knew who it is. I just couldn't believe that. I asked Bao Zheng here because I wanted him to say, I was wrong. But he confirmed it.
Your Majesty, both of them are suspects. How can you be sure it's your brother?
Just now, I gave him the commander's tally.
Commander Xia Huaimin greets Your Highness.
Xia Huaimin, His Majesty decreed to double the guards in the palace. As from today, you and Wu Junju will work together to guard the palace.
Your Highness, what's going on?
Don't ask questions.
Your Highness, do you have any written decree?
His Majesty's tally and my presence are not enough.
You got me wrong, Your Highness. I just felt the order came too suddenly.
Xia Huaimin, His Majesty suspects someone is up to something. You want to be a suspect now?
Understood. I'm at Your Highness's disposal.
From tomorrow on, without my permission, no one can get in or out of the palace.
Yes, Your Highness. As Your Highness wish.
My lady, His Majesty is here.
Your Majesty, I'm wronged. Your Majesty, I've been framed. Your Majesty.
Qianlin, leave us. Close the door.
Your Majesty, someone set me up.
Rise. I got you wrong. I found the real culprit.
Who is it?
Tell me first. You said you cared for me and wanted to relieve my worries. Is it true?
Your Majesty, why are you asking me that now?
Tell me.
It's true. If you don't believe it, I'll bare my heart for you to see.
You swear?
Your Majesty. Here, I swear to the heaven. I'm absolutely devoted and loyal to Your Majesty, or I would stand condemned.
Good. Thank you for that. I need you now. Write to Zhang Delin and ask him to rush back and save me.
What happened?
It's Duke Bashian, my biological brother, the one I trust the most. I have personally put our lives in his hands.
Stop there. Who's that?
I'm the eunuch on night duty sending him out as decreed.
No. Without the Eighth Lord's instruction, no one is allowed in or out.
You're so bold. He came to see His Majesty.
I don't care. The order is, no one is allowed to leave without permission.
Your Majesty, please have a look.
Once Zhang Delin gets the letter, he'll come to save us.
Please rest assured, Your Majesty, Lord Zhang is always loyal to Your Majesty.
At this point, your letter works better than my edict.
Your Majesty. Your Majesty, the eunuch on night duty said, the Eighth Lord ordered to close all the palace gates. Without his permission, no one is allowed in or out. Besides, he asked that Bao to see him.
Your Highness, here he is.
Leave us.
Got it.
Got it.
Got it.
You're the one, Wang Yanling, invited to investigate the case?
Yes.
How is the case going?
Your Highness, His Majesty ordered to keep it a secret.
I'm His Majesty's brother. You can treat me as the Emperor. Do you know this?
I don't know.
The commander's tally? It can be used to mobilize all military forces of our empire. His Majesty has given it to me. Of course you can tell me anything.
Chen-Lin, do find a way to send this letter out of the capital. Duke Baxian is gathering troops here with my commander's tally. In 3 days, Kaifeng will be heavily besieged. By then, he will take action.
Your Majesty, even if I can find a way to go out, the best horse would need 2 days to get to the frontier. Riding the fastest horse without stopping, it'll be at least 4 days to come back. Even if Lord Zhang can make it, it would be too late.
How foolish I was. We're screwed. We're so screwed.
No. Your Majesty, we're not screwed yet. I have an idea. Mr. Chen, go close the gate. Don't let anyone in.
Bring it out. What is it?